serves you high-end fashion, beauty secrets and travel itineraries that B-Town likes to indulge in. Not to mention a heart-to-heart with your favorite stars, lush photo features, star tweets, Instagram updates, you name it, it'll all be in here. Along with a dash of good old gossip, which let's admit, still makes for enjoyable reading. We're all here at Reliance Digital, which is India's leading electronics retailer, marking a pan-India presence across 200 cities through a network of 1,500 stores, swearing by the core values of making technology affordable and accessible to all by focusing on key areas of ease of access, affordability, store ambience and technology assistance by experts. Reliance Digital strong competitive advantage is Rescue, Specialized Service Support Division. Rescue is India's first multi-product, multi-brand after-sales service available 365 days of the year, including Sundays. We'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you. Mr. Pillai, may I request you please say a few words.
First things first, there are favorites and there are favorites. So I have to say I am unabashedly biased about Alia Bhatt. Alia is family to Filmfare. When you see children growing up, you feel a little old. But since I'm about 2 years younger to Alia, I'm still okay about it. But she's fantastic only because I just think I've seen a lot of actors come and within 2 years you see them, I'm done with the entire routine, they get a little jaded, but I see Alia on the ball, whether it's in terms of photo shoot, in terms of an interview, in terms of social media, she's all there. Like she says, what is it? Four more, which I've used. She always has this fear of missing out. So she's fantastic. And I've seen her from, was it the first schedule where you did Radha on the dance floor? So for the first schedule I met her, I looked at her and I said, wow, a star is born. She was completely unself-conscious. So she's fantastic and I absolutely love her. And her completely different. But I have to say that I first met him when I didn't know the age that he was, and we did a photo shoot for Khubsurat and he was all gentlemanly and sweet and all of that. And then I went back and I saw Zindagi Gulzar Hai and Humsafar, and the story changed ever since. So thank you for gracing our cover again. And Fawad is a fantastic actor, and so far I think the movies have not done him justice. So I hope we'll see a lot of crying and a lot of subtext in his acting, which is fantastic. So thank you both of you for being on the Filmfare cover. May I now ask Alia to say a few words?
Yes. Alia, about your association with Filmfare, please.
No, as Jitesh said, Filmfare is like family to me. I feel very close, and I've said this time and again in every cover shoot that we're in a long-term relationship. So I hope that continues, and I hope Filmfare always thinks I'm as amazing as he does. And yeah, I mean, it's almost like mandatory to do a Filmfare cover at least once a year. Whether my film is releasing or not releasing, I have to do a cover for Filmfare, and it's always beautiful when the film is releasing because it's something to do with the film. And for the first time, I'm working with Fawad on a cover. So that's also of course. So I like first because they're always very interesting and always exciting. And this is one of my favorite covers because we tried something different. We went to a completely weird and strange location just to get this information, so I really hope it's worth it.
So very kindly request you to say a few words about your association with Filmfare. How was your experience?
My association with Filmfare is because of a lot of favoritism. I have Mr. Pillai and the rest of the team as well. And they've been very kind always. I'm really thankful to think that I got my first award here in India as well, and did cover for the most prestigious publication, then did another one. This is my third one, and it just gets better and better and better. So thank you for making me your favorite cookie.
Thank you. Mr. Pillai, how do you feel about this association with Reliance Digital? We are in this absolutely gorgeous store. What do you think of this?
Well, I'd like to thank Reliance for their continued support. The store feels, I think I'm going to buy some gadget. I won't tell you what, but I am definitely going to buy something. But thank you so much for your constant support and sponsoring us time and again at the cover launches and at the Filmfare Awards. So great.
Alia, this is not your first time coming to Reliance Digital, and I'm sure your experience has always been great. So what do you think of the store?
This is the June store I've come to. Last time we were at the other store. I like it because it's cool. You walk in and you see your trailer running on the TVs. So अच्छा लगता है क्योंकि you see a lot of yourself. So that's a nice location to at least do something related to your film.
Thank you. Fawad?
Well, I only say good things about Reliance Digital if they gift me something. I'm not afraid of a washing machine or something that's cooler than that. No, it's a cute store. It's like a nice place. I've not really explored, so once the floor appears, maybe might give it a one.
Fantastic.
AC मिल जाता है. I want something like that's cool, kind of like maybe some headphones.
One AC please.
You need an AC?
We always need AC.
Well, I think we've reached the moment that all of us have been waiting for. Mr. Pillai, Alia and Fawad, we kindly request you to unleash the Filmfare cover. Alia, which is your favorite gadget?
My phone, hands down. Phone.
Fantastic. Mr. Pillai.
Best in the world.
Phone. Members of the media, we're going to open the session for Q&A. So we have mics in the audience if you'd like to.
Can Filmfare sort of butt in and ask a few questions for our chat and all of that?
Sure, always.
So, I mean, Kapoor and Sons, great work and all of that. My question to you is, when they show it as a dysfunctional family and all of that. Do you see a lot of that in personal life? In the sense, have you seen families going through some situations like this? Is there something which has a resonance to real life when you act in a film like this?
Firstly, I won't use the word dysfunctional only because I don't want it to sound negative. Yes, there is I feel it is a modern day take on a family because we have an idea of family कि family हमेशा हंस के खाना खाते हैं, हंस के बात करते हैं, हंस के everything. But that's not always the case, especially not at least in my family. So everybody is screaming and talking, we're always fighting. But then we're also, giving each other a lot of love and affection. So it is today's family in a way where you see a lot of love and laughter, but you also see a lot of conflict, which I think is the most important. The most important relationships in your life are with your family. So how can you not have conflict?
Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Does dysfunctional family?
That and also two brothers. I'm just going by the promos, okay? Falling in love with the same girl.
I've not had a chance to. I've not had the opportunity to fight with my siblings because both of them are sisters. So it'd be a very weird situation for any of us be strangling each other. they can strangle me, I can strangle them back. So yeah, so I'm used to getting strangled, and I'm used to getting things thrown at me, but otherwise, no, I think it's been we had a little disciplined kind of upbringing. My father was a very strict person, so protective, and yeah, I can relate to things in the film. And I think that to some extent everyone is somewhat dysfunctional, but I think dysfunctional should not be taken in a very negative way. You can take it in a quirky way as well. You know, dysfunctional might produce something that's productive.
Tell me one thing both of you could relate to.
No, also one more thing I want to say is that this film is not a love triangle. I mean, there is interaction with both the boys, but they both are very gorgeous, and there is a girl, so there has to be some interaction. But apart from that, I don't think one can really say that the plot of the film is a love triangle. So that I want to just specify. Please, chuck though, not a love triangle. What I could relate to, I think the normalness, yeah. Shakun, the way he writes, कि हम बैठ रहे बात कर रहे, was like very normal conversation, not like scene starts like this and then ends like this and then ends like this. Like there is just a normal drama, and we're talking about very normal things. There's not like a motivation, even some revelation has to happen in each scene. And the way it just played out, we're not constantly sitting, moving around, and just the way he shot. It's a very normal conversational kind of film.
What you, Fawad?
Relate to, yeah, I can relate to a certain amount of rebellion that actually is Arjun's character. And as a black sheep in my family, which he is in this family, I was the black sheep in my family, so I can completely relate to that. Every ounce of it, you know, you have so many complaints and so many regrets. Ye maine nahi kiya, wo nahi kiya, ye nahi kiya. So, yeah, that would be one of those things. Other than, I don't know. I also have a dog. They also have a dog. Stuff like that.
Any more, and we'll be revealing the plot of the film. So I leave the floor open to questions from the members of India.
अभी कुछ दिनों पहले एक मैगजीन पे आपके दोस्त सिद्धार्थ मल्होत्रा के साथ आप नजर आई थी, तो उस पे KRK ने कुछ कमेंट्स दिए थे, तो हम आपसे रिएक्शन जानना चाहेंगे, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
ये मेरा रिएक्शन।
तो बोलिए।
मेरा चेहरा बहुत एक्सप्रेसिव है, मुझे बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है। आई नो हमारे फिल्म में गाना है बोलना, बट आई डोंट थिंक राइट नाउ आई वांट टू बोलना।
चलिए, त्योहार जा रहा है, होली जान तो होली किस तरह मनाते हैं?
होली मुझे होली से थोड़ा सा डर लगता है। एज अ किड आई यूज्ड टू प्ले अ लॉट, बट कलर आई फील कि उसकी इन पे एलर्जी होता है, तो आई डोंट सेलिब्रेट होली लाइक दैट। बट यूजुअली होली के दिन तो छुट्टियां होती थी, तो देन दैट यूज्ड टू बी वन मोमेंट वेयर यू कैन डू नथिंग एंड जस्ट हैंग आउट विद योर फ्रेंड्स। तो वो आई थिंक आई चेरिश द मोस्ट। और ऑब्वियसली बहुत समोसे खाने का मन होता है, जलेबी खाने का मन होता है, सो दैट्स द बिग हैंड आई नो। But I don't play Holi, but I would want to say to everybody who is playing Holi, please be very safe और दूसरों का ख्याल रखना। दूर से बलून फेंकोगे, कभी आग में लग सकता है, कभी कहाँ लग सकता है, so please be careful.
Alia and Fawad, you both shot for the magazine, so share your experience. How was it shooting together?
I think it's a pleasure to work with Alia. I'm quite sure that she's quite full of energy. She's a talented performer. And that's something that is now becoming a bit of a cliche, because I think it's associated with how great an actor, dancer, performer and singer she is. So in a magazine shoot, I've never seen her really shoot for a magazine. I've not seen many of her shoots. So looking at that, I think she's just on her way to in a different, another trophy. But otherwise, I think this Filmfare cover was supposed to be with me and Shahid Kapoor, I believe. But Alia just sort of stepped in at the last minute.
Sorry, I had to make my presence felt. It was important.
I have to also butt in that Alia is probably the fastest heroine I've seen who wraps up 5 changes in 1.5 hours, and it's true. Usually heroes take 1 hour for their hair and makeup, but she is fantastic. She takes 1.5 hours for 5 changes. She's lovely.
Notice that he did not talk.
Fawad, you are lovely. Period.
No, but I think I took a lot of time. That was one of your own feelings.
Very took time. No, it didn't take time. बेचारा का आधा चीज़ very bad for him क्योंकि देख रहे हो Filmfare the cover he's wearing one heavy coat and all. Oh, it was so hot and Fawad was like just dying. I was feeling so bad. I was like, oh God. So in the name of fashion, we guys have to do a lot of things. I think you all should all clap for Fawad.
आपने कभी कोई इनका सीरियल देखा है या कभी और फवाद क्या आपने कौन सी फिल्में आलिया की देखी हैं जो आपको पसंद है?
मैंने aware of his serials दिखे हुए सारे but I've not managed to see it but actually काम करने से पहले और I heard so much about his serial from my mother and her friends because they are obsessed with Fawad कि वो इतना अच्छा लगता है इतना अच्छा एक्टर है and I've never had requests from my mother's friends to like oh when are you doing Fawad okay oh where can we follow him okay can we have his number तो वो वाला feeling होता है so I already understood कि okay he is very very popular so which is why I was also very intrigued to work with him कि देखो क्या है ये लोग सब इतना क्यों बात कर रहे हैं and now I understand that he is a phenomenal actor and I had probably the greatest time transporting myself in another world.
Thank you.
फवाद कोई फिल्म देखी हो आलिया जो आपको पसंद है?
Alia's, I have seen Highway. I have seen a movie. Yeah, I have seen a movie. And I think she's given a tremendous performance in that film. That's the last one I can remember. I think I've seen something else. I've seen a little bit of Hamdeep Sharma, but my wife saw all of it. I did not get to see all of it. She saw most of it. But Highway is a movie that I saw completely from start to end, and I think her work speaks for herself. Her work speaks for herself as an actor. I think she's the very but I genuinely mean that about her, that she is a phenomenal actor. I will repeat myself again. A phenomenal performer. And I think to excel in such a young age, such a fast pace, and actually be able to stand toe to toe with actors who have been working for years and years and years is quite a feat. It's quite an achievement. And she come on you very strong. First day we shot, she just came on so strong. I was like, wow. I was not expecting this. I thought maybe we should sit down and rehearse this first. But she's so improvisational that she just immediately comes up with stuff. And then I had to sort of bounce off of that, which became a bit of a difficult thing because मुझे वैसे भी हिंदी syntax और semantic समझ नहीं आते, तो मैं आगे से line भी नहीं मार सकता था.
What is that? What is talking about? Absolute nonsense. Tell them what you don't like about me now.
What I don't like?
Tell them.
You know, over competitive nature in games.
फवाद, hi, Ali from इंडिया में आपके इतने सारे फैन हैं, बहुत लोग आपके सीरियल भी देखते हैं. पाकिस्तान में आपको बहुत सारे फैन हैं. जब कोई आपकी मूवी इंडिया में रिलीज होता है क्या सेम टाइम में पाकिस्तान में रिलीज होता है बिकॉज बहुत सारी मूवी पाकिस्तान में रिलीज नहीं होती है.
अच्छा, सर आपकी आवाज इतनी मफल्ड आ रही थी.
सॉरी, एक्चुअली इंडिया में बहुत सारे आपके फैन हैं, आपके सीरियल भी बहुत पसंद करते हैं. ऑब्वियसली पाकिस्तान में बहुत लोग आपको चाहते हैं बट बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता है कि सेम मूवी पाकिस्तान में रिलीज नहीं होती है. तो डू यू फील ये एक्चुअली नहीं होना चाहिए, क्या फील करते हैं?
देखिए, फिल्मों का रिलीज होना ना रिलीज होना I think is an unfortunate thing to happen because you see this is आप रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे किसी ना किसी तरह जो film will make its way into that area. So eventually I think audiences do get to see it. वो जो शायद सिनेमा गोअर्स हैं जो शायद सिर्फ सिनेमा में जाके देख सकते हैं probably elderly people, अब तो उनको भी access है. They find some way or the other. कोई DVD कहीं से ले आएंगे, कुछ कर रहे हैं. So I think what only happens उसका सिर्फ नुकसान ही होता है दोनों parties को. It economically hurts any person who is involved in the business. दूसरी चीज मुझे भी लगता है कि I understand and I completely understand why there are censorship laws in every country around the world. But do they really reflect accurately? That will always be a question. क्योंकि आप और मैं सब के सब जब जाते हैं कहते हैं कि यार ये फिल्म क्यों बैन होगी, इतनी ज़्यादा कट क्यों गई? अभी एक कंट्रोवर्सी चल रही है कि नीचा शायद बैन हुई थी, लेकिन कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि वहाँ पे was not even presented to the censors for approval in the first place. तो ये एक बड़ी controversy चल रही है, but otherwise I think there's some wonderful films that are still playing in Pakistan. So unfortunately it happens on some occasions and I can understand the censor board, but my only point is कि किसी ना किसी तरह हर कोई देख लेगा.
मुझे पूछना है कि बॉलीवुड के बहुत सारे बड़े दिग्गज रीजनल मूवीज में आ रहे हैं, जैसे कि अक्षय कुमार ने मूवी बनाई है मराठी, अजय देवगन है, संजय लीला बंसाली है, विद्या बालन डेब्यू करने जा रही है अभी नेक्स्ट मंथ मराठी में. कोई ऐसी रीजनल लैंग्वेज या रीजनल मूवीज में आप एक्ट करना चाहेंगी? या आपकी कोई रीजनल फेवरेट लैंग्वेज?
Just thinking, my dad keeps pushing me to watch regional films. उन्होंने कहा था कि मुझे बंगाली फिल्म जरूर करनी चाहिए. But I think I've always wanted to work with Maniratnam. So maybe I'll go down south and I'll do south and I'll work with Maniratnam.
महाराष्ट्र में मराठी आप कोई बोल सकते?
मराठी, अरे मेरे को एक लाइन लगा मराठी में बोलती हूँ. मला माहित नाही.
फवाद को बोल दीजिए.
मला मराठी माहित नाही.
फवाद को बोल दीजिए तू खूप छान दिसतोस.
तू खूप छान दिसतोस.
क्या
I know. हळू means slow ना.
स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर किस फील्ड की बातें चल रही हैं, तो आप सीक्वल में काम करना चाहेंगे या इंटरेस्ट है सीक्वल में काम करना?
हम कपूर एंड सन्स का सीक्वल भी बना सकते हैं, उसके बारे में ज्यादा बात करते हैं. हो सकता है should be made a sequel. Okay, Fawad, Alia, we have some lucky customers of Reliance Digital who have had a chance right here to come out for a photo opportunity. So can you please